Right, so hey everyone and welcome back to another budget photography video. Yes, I look a mess and I'm sorry for that, but this intro won't take too long. So, normally I would edit my pictures on this, an iPad Pro from 2020 with the iPad Pencil or Apple Pencil, whatever you want to call it. But today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. More importantly, I took some long exposures, so I thought rather than editing on the iPad Pro, why don't I edit on this? Now I am still going to be using the same app, Lightroom Mobile, but why don't we see what the experience is like editing on here? See if it's any good, and see if we can edit them, because they are JPEGs, so we're not expecting too much. So let's go and have a look. Let's jump into a screen recording. So here we are in Lightroom. I'm going to get my little S Pen out because I find it easier to edit on here, and I am using my headphones to record the audio on this, so I'm hoping it's okay. Let's have a look at these pictures. So what do we have here then? First of all, let's move. Can I not move that? No, apparently not. Sorry, there's a little sign here that's saying how long I've been recording for in the corner, and it's kind of annoying. Let's go straight to editing this one actually. So what can we do? So it's a pretty well exposed image. We have got some highlights blown out here at the lights, where there are lights on this building, and it isn't the straightest. It is a little bit wonky, so I think we'll go into this and we will straighten it out a little bit, just like that. And then I think we will go to exposure. Let's have a look at dropping the exposure. No, not really going to do much. To be fair, what you do need to remember is the fact that these are 100% JPEGs. These are not raw images, so we are not, gonna have really much room to play, but we can see what we can bring back within the image itself. You can see exactly what I mean. You can barely bring anything back. The image doesn't really look much different, and that's really going to be the case for a lot of these images. Let's so there's a picture of me. Let's go with this one actually. We'll go back to the exposure first of all. This one again is crooked, so I think we'll actually go into the cropping bit and we'll straighten it out just to make sure. And then exposure, which is that one. We can bring in some of the contrast out of this one now, and we can raise some of the blacks. Maybe not. I was hoping to be able to bring some more details out of the sky, but it's just not going to do it. But what I might be able to do is the selective tool, and just, whoops. And just kind of select this top half here and really try and hopefully try and bring in some, no, even then we've got some little bit of contrast back in the image into the sky here. Let's have a look at we can drop, there we go. So we bring that down a little bit, about there. We can bring that back, and we can actually change the color of that, so make it there. We'll put that there, and then I think we'll go with some sharpening into this image. Just like that, and we're going to do some lens corrections. Just let the software do that. And that's kind of the image that we're kind of left with, really. Could make it a little bit brighter. Maybe drop some of the highlights. Yeah, that's really what we're left with, unfortunately, because these are JPEGs. They're not really going to be, they're not really going to be much. But we do have quite a bit of detail. If we did want to crop in a little bit more, they are fairly decent-ish images. I mean, yeah, they're obviously going to fall apart here. You can barely see this, these are trees apparently, according to well, reality. And then we've got the moon just over there, and we've got some lights. I might be able to... I don't think I will try and fix them, actually, but I think we've got a star just there, that little tiny dot. Because if it was a plane, it would look like that. It would look like that line just there at the top. But that is not a line, so I think we have somehow managed to get a star, and I think we've actually got one here as well. Yeah, so this is obviously a longer exposure. But yeah, there are stars out, which is weird for this area, because this area is usually quite bright, because this is southeast London and it's full of lights. So let's have a look at... not that one. We are not going to be able to fix that. And I don't think we're going to be able to fix that one. Maybe we can fix this one if we sort out, bring in some of the contrast. We'll drop the highlights, completely drop them. We'll lift the shadows. Oh god, okay. This is what I get for trying to bring back some detail in a JPEG. Let's cool the image down. We've got loads of like flaring coming from over here at the left. And I don't like that at all. Oh, there we go. That's kind of fixed. That was a complete accident, but that has basically fixed the image in my eyes. So what we can do now is we can bring that exposure up. We can bring in a lot more contrast. And I think what we'll do is we'll crop in just like that to about there. It still looks pretty bad. Oh god, this is bad. So I think we'll leave that one alone. We're definitely going to leave them two alone. Yeah, I'm not even gonna... Actually, I want to see if I can... I want to see if I can edit this one. So let's bring the exposure down. See what we can bring back. You lift the shadows, drop the highlights, drop the whites, lift some blacks, add in some contrast. Yeah, that's just a pile of sick. Let's leave that one alone, and we'll just pretend that one never happened, shall we? And we'll just ignore it. What do we have? So this is reasonably sharp-ish. You know, we can just crop in to about there. And we've got kind of the same image, actually, as the other one. But we haven't got the building in this one, like we do in... Not that one. That one. Oh, no, we don't have the building in that one. Okay. So it's basically exactly the same image, but yeah. Let's have a look, see what this one lets us do. Bring in some contrast, bring up the exposure, drop the whites, lift some blacks, drop the highlights, lift some shadows. We'll go to the blues. We'll make it nice and blue. Maybe not that blue. There we go. Actually, let's have a look at black and white. No, that does not look right, does it? So we'll take the black and white back out. These just, yeah, you shouldn't edit these kind of pictures. These are the kind of pictures that you should just get right in camera. You see, this one's overexposed, and I bet if I bring the exposure up even a little bit. So look, we've got 0.3, so let's go to maybe just one stop. Oh, that's a bit fast. Let's come back down to just one. Even a one stop, the image falls apart. What information can we get on this image? If we even can get any info. So, what ISO do we have? Wow, a 25,000. Jesus. I probably wouldn't even shoot that on my normal cameras. That is just, there is nothing there. But what we can do is go into presets, actually. And we don't want them. We want these ones. I think, no, it's not them ones, it's library, and then black and white, and then high contrast, and we can leave that like that, and then we can crop in, because we've got quite a bit of room here, and there we go, and there we got a film image, taken on a film camera. Nobody else is going to know, except you and me. Yeah, these just aren't very good. That's it, apparently, so... Yeah, note to self, don't try and edit Samsung Galaxy images in Lightroom when they're not at least a DNG file type. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me in this video. I'll see you in the next one.